Okay, I just played a free-for-all game with 8 other players. I've only ever played this a few times, so and one of those times I won, but I don't normally, I admit. Come on. I'll try and go around and actually see what happens, because obviously it's quite hard to concentrate on what other people are doing whilst you're actually playing the game. I'll go reveal all this time, for most of it I think. Let's have a look. Someone eliminated straight away. The Reds are using their king to have a look around. So he was eliminated straight away. I think it looks like the oranges didn't actually spawn. Some sort of technical error maybe. I was second, I think, into feudal age. So income per minute, I'm doing about average, to be honest. It took me a while to realise what the kind of map looked like. Initially I thought maybe it was a big kind of lake in the middle, or series of lakes. Well, it kind of is a series of lakes, I guess. But there's certainly a lot of kind of gold around up here that I eventually took advantage of, because the greens were fairly weak, I'd suggest, although they're doing quite well now. It was notable that in this map, although there are kind of numerous fishing spots, it doesn't seem to be a huge advantage to fish, I guess because it was quite a long game, such that, and it kind of, I guess these games are inevitably somewhat long because there are so many players involved. Well, presumably you kind of reach that point. The blue was obviously my closest enemy. They were Delhi Sultanate, I guess. So 9 minutes in, so I'm a little bit, I guess, slow to... There you go, I'm upgrading now. 18 people on that upgrade. Again, rushing Castle Age. I think fairly well, probably, compared to quite a few people on getting to Castle Age that quickly. But obviously, again, it's a bit of a risk in terms of... Yeah, they're building a wall. I think that's because they're scared of me. Let's have a look at numbers. Econ 42, military 8. Military is not so good. Then let's have a look at blue. Econ 41, military 9. So actually pretty much the same. What I don't necessarily love about these kind of games with the win condition of you kill the enemy's king, I don't necessarily love the kind of regicide type gameplay. Yeah, I prefer the slightly more arduous effort of taking out landmarks, or wonder victories can be quite fun. So there's also already some action with pink taking on the reds. I guess because they are quite close, there's an inevitable conflict going to come out here. Pink was quite good, as you can see, what income per minute, and that's the Malayans, and that's fairly impressive for Malayans. I've never been able to use them properly, such that you're actually going to win against. These are the French, the red. Looks like they're very kind of cheap, almost expendable units versus the Royal Knights. Royal Knights are really good normally, anyway. But in this case, the kind of numbers seem to have won out. It'd be interesting to see, because the pinks are one of the three that end up doing quite well throughout the entire thing. So good to see how they do that. It's basically just spamming troops, to be honest. Just because they're... Oh, who's eliminated, sorry? Greens are eliminated. Did I just miss that, or did they just give up? I'm not sure what just happened, if the Greens were being attacked. I don't think they were. I think the Greens just got a bit bored. Doesn't look to me like they were being attacked at all. Is this a green force here? Are they the ones that were attacking my mine and then just got bored? I'm not sure. Anyway, who's that? Up feline. Ah, so the Reds have given up now, or have been eliminated. I'm not quite sure which. Perhaps it looks like the latter. Presumably the king was killed. And the purples are coming around here with some horsemen. So we've still got the blues are still in it. I'm interested to see what happens to the blues, because the blues now come over and try and take me on, and do quite well actually, to be honest. So let's see what I can see. I can't see that. I've got quite a small force. It's 18 minutes in. That's not doing great, to be honest. I've got starting to get people over here protected by a small force that I then probably should have brought back and then didn't. I think that how you win in this game essentially is scout well, and I didn't really clock that. So I probably should have scouted a lot more, especially as people were starting to kind of fall out of the, well, starting to be taken out of the game. So it's a nice gold source there. And then if I go reveal all, you'll see there's actually a load of other gold and stone sources around here as well. I eventually was struggling for gold quite badly. Ooh. So there we go, let's have a look at this attack. This is blue on me. I don't have a... I'm seemingly quite slow to build up my force. Build up my units. I don't know what they're doing either. I don't know what that's doing either. Oh, it's because I split it. Because I sent some units off to the gold mine. And then basically forgot about them. I'm not saying that I'm the best player. Use villagers to take out the battering rams just because why not? You're gonna, yeah. I guess the why not is I lose loads of villagers. But nevertheless, that's what I do. Let's just slow that down and actually reveal all as well, just to check what's going on at the same time, just so I understand how what happened kind of thing. So the pinks are now on this gold, which has helped the pinks quite a lot. I guess I do okay because the greens have quit quite early, meaning that quite a lot of this gold is still up for grabs. The blues do attack me quite well, I have to admit. And people are reaching Imperial Age and I'm definitely not there yet. I'm normally kind of first or quite quick to Imperial Age. Not in this case. The towers are helping quite a lot, the towers that I've built. Obviously this is not particularly great play. And I'm kind of desperately holding on at the moment. Trying to take out this tower elephant. And struggling to do so. There we go, finally. See, the ballistas are quite useful. If the blue had actually brought, you know, a bit more siege equipment, I know they bought those 2 battering rams or whatever, but they could have definitely won this. I think they might just give up, you know. So it does seem to be a bit of a kind of thing. I built a tower, a keep down here, with the view that the blue might try and contest this gold. They don't actually bother to contesting the gold, they just try and take out the king. The king's in the town centre. So they do pretty well. Speed this up a little bit. Doing pretty well, but I'm still got, you know, still kind of slowly beating them down. Especially with these towers, which are really, really useful. And then eventually, I do actually kind of win the fight, and also at just that moment, I get the Janissary Vizier Point Janissary Company from the Imperial Council. Now what happens to the blues? Ah, that's what happens to the blues, look. Look at this force. Just kind of a rabble. Just proper rabble force, this one. And instead of just going around the side there, they decide to break through. You see? It seems quite a lot like on Red Alert Generals, you get the groups, like crowds of people that or some kind of rebel force. You get crowds of people that just go and throw Molotov cocktails over it. It looks a bit like that. It's a really interesting playstyle. Really interesting playstyle, because you just surround, presumably the king's in here, and so you just set it on fire with your ridiculous numbers of people and kill him. That is a bit broken, to be honest, how easy that is for the pinks. I mean, fair play to them, but... And then what I want to do is I want to go on the pinks and see if that gives them, yeah, that gives them 230 total population. Does that mean, let's go on purple, they're on 210, so presumably, obviously other people know this, you get 10 extra presumably for killing a king. And now we've got purples with an army of longbows primarily, and a couple of horsemen, a couple of men at arms. I'm not doing very good compared to everyone else on income per minute, I have to say. This is quite an impressive force though. And it does help, obviously, that they've got an extra 35 odd people total. So that allows them to have 77 villagers whilst having 110 military. I'm going to be very under, aren't I? I don't even have full population. I don't even have 200 max. I haven't built the houses yet for some reason. 63 and 50, yeah, not doing very well. Let's play this out a bit more. So the yellows are struggling quite badly. And is the king running, or? Yeah, the king's down here. For some reason he's holed up in this outpost. I guess because he can't run into another enemy's base here. So the purples then, there we go. Purples get another 10. I finally reached Imperial. Pink's Imperial, but purple is not. Then they come down with a view to doing the same thing on me, but I think they get scared off by the castle. Seemingly they just get scared off by the castle. Okay. Now we're all in Imperial, with me being particularly slow in terms of food income. I guess that's partly because look at that 132 on econ for the purples, English, which helps significantly. I probably didn't have much of a chance, to be honest, in terms of if you kind of have an extra 30 population space to play with. So this is going to be quite a nice battle though. I'm not sure what the point of that is. They just want to take over the base kind of thing. Use this space. Okay. So that was just a kind of skirmishing move, I guess. Yeah. Okay, lining up. Nice. Ranged infantry gunners. Quite slow reloading times. That looks a bit better. I should have brought some siege equipment with me on this push. Oh, we could have. That'd have worked with the purples somehow. That'd have been nice. But then I would be stuck with trying to deal with the purples, which I'd never be able to do. Yeah, this tower doesn't go down very easily either, which is interesting. That's a sizable force. Not gonna lie. 61 light melee, 30 light melee, and 43 range gunpowder and 9 mangonels. Yes. I don't have 9 mangonels, and that is problematic. Ooh! I do help the bloody purples. Oh no, that's not their full force. I thought their full force was coming down. Still, that's going to do some damage, presumably. It's a nice idea with the amount of mangonels here. 14 total mangonels. It's really just absolutely spamming the enemy in mangonel numbers. Purple should have attacked again. I learned to my detriment the number of mangonels that they have. That doesn't help work out very well for me at all, does it? that's a bit of a bloodbath. Jesus. Oh dear. Yeah, that's doesn't quite work, to be honest. Well, that doesn't work, so I go back to basics and start kind of from rebuilding people, obviously. There you go, purples are actually putting up a bit more of a fight. It's all because I weakened them though, obviously. Quite close, isn't it? Very close. Oh, purples do well with the castles, that's helped a lot. I'm not sure what these are doing, that wasn't a great idea. It's interesting the kind of tactics that they're using there, rather than massed bombards, which I normally see. It's massed mangonels. Look at that! 12 mangonels. So I think pink are now done. There's a fairly close thing. Cattle carcass. Pinks are trying to be still in it. Although they seem to be intentionally destroying their own settlements. Yeah, they surrender. Okay, pinks are done. Now it's the two remaining civilizations, somehow including me. I do find kind of nice gold mine sources, whatever, gold veins around the place, which is useful, keeps me nice and supplied. Created a few barracks, etc. I'm a bit slow to realise the importance. Let's reveal a map for selected player. So they're still kind of scoping out, as am I, what's going on. Oh! Interesting. What about me? So yeah, I've got actually a fair amount of scoping already done, which is nice. Oh, they killed my villagers, isn't it? Obviously I've only got two, because they've beaten 2 or 3 civilizations, 2, 3 kings. They've got more total population than me, which does make it harder. I decide at this point to go for a wonder. And I do actually create a wonder in a minute. I decide that that's the only real way I'm going to win, having been roundly beaten in my vain attempt to even to go after the pinks, who are then roundly beaten themselves. So I go for a wonder, not realising, and I think this is cheating, that the game mechanic is such that wonders take 15 minutes. Where's the timer? Wonders take, I think it was 15, and there's one, I should have remembered this from a previous game to be honest, but there's one sacred site and that takes 10 minutes. I didn't realise that, to be honest. Which makes the wonder a bit pointless and a waste of resources. Knowing the game mechanics is, I think, cheating. You shouldn't be able to know the game mechanics, God. I also can't see the timer. It says Sacred Tracker. I don't know if I'm missing that or... Oh, sorry, I go for a push. Just try and figure out what's actually going on here. These don't seem to be doing... Oh, no, they are shooting. I think the main thing is the siege, isn't it? They've got 13 mangonels. I think the force here would be fairly... I don't know why these are going so close. But the force here would be reasonably closely matched if you took out these mangonels. I think it's the mangonels that are the real problem that I faced during this whole game, especially against elite janissaries. And then they try and convert me, which is slightly annoying. So that's me realising, I didn't actually want to have to try and do that, but that's me realising that they've going to win by sacred victory if I don't do anything. So I kind of have to chance the attack. And they obviously come down. I try to come around the side. Would have been quite sensible to do that right now, wouldn't it? 9 minutes to a wonder victory, but it doesn't give me a... I don't know, that's an error in the game, I think. It doesn't give you a... How many minutes till sacred victory? I've got... So yeah, at this point I'm slightly desperately thinking about how to do this and realising that it's somewhat probably futile. Oh, they're building warships to defend it as well, which is interesting. Obviously I have to try again, so I go this way. But just mangonels against these janissaries, pointless. There's no point. Yeah, janissaries don't work against this kind of army. I did think about splitting that force up and sending part of it around this way. That would probably be a sensible think I should have like made more of an effort to do that maybe. But in the end I decided that more important to consolidate the force. I don't know, to be honest I doubt I would have been able to win whatever unless I could turn it into a defensive piece. If I could do that I might have a chance. So they now come in for an attack. I mean, they do kind of okay, but it would have been a much obviously closer game. I might well have pushed them back. That was why I was hoping for a nice wonder victory. But there we are.